Hey everyone, I wanted to come on today and record a video on a quote that I read the other day, which I found very powerful and very indicative of what presence really is and why we want to access mindful presence. So the quote was by James Lowe, and it said, "Presence is not an activity, it's an availability." So I've been contemplating this quote a little bit and how presence relates to availability. And I know from personal experience, when I am present with myself in a mindful, non-judgmental, curious, kind way, I am able to access states of being that I wouldn't be able to access otherwise in a unavailable, mindless state. Now, we go into a lot of mindless, unavailable states because we are scared of facing whatever is going to show up for us internally in an internal world, meaning thoughts, emotions, even like behaviors, and to face our behaviors and actions. And so we tend to stay unavailable to this present state, and we become busy and we distract, away from facing this state fully. So there's a lot of fears there around being present, but when we do shift into this state of being available, first obviously for ourselves, and that might mean okay, hey, what's going on inside of me, like just asking that question and being available for listening deeply into what is occurring internally. That's us being available for ourselves. And it's the biggest gift that we can give to ourselves, more than anything else, because in that state, yes, there might be some pain and uncomfortable things that we need to face, but there's also this state of potentiality, which I've talked in other videos about. We access this potentiality, the ability to bring in different possibilities and potentialities into our lives that we did not see otherwise. And some things just reveal itself when we are in this present mindful state. And this revelation cannot occur when we continue to be in a mindless, unavailable state for ourselves. And then also, expanding out, the available piece is also that we can be available for others, our loved ones, be available and present for them, and to cultivate and nurture the relationship through being available and being present with them mindfully. And the relationship strengthens, the relationship becomes wise, we start to see potentialities and possibilities in our relationships to others too. Even if we disagree with each other, there are like avenues that show itself, that reveal itself, where we can get like a deeper connection and bond to our loved ones or to others, in our lives, even strangers, right? When we're in a mindful present state, we can kind of meet strangers and learn from them. And if we're not in a mindful state, we are so closed off that we don't realize that everyone in our lives can teach us something if we are willing to listen and be in this state. So availability is also linked very much to listening. If we are available, we can also openly listen. If we can openly listen, we can also become available to others and to ourselves, because listening to ourselves is just as important to listening to others. The other thing is that we can become available to the world and the many, many magical things that this world offers, so many different things. We can be available to gratitude a little bit more. We can be available to the gifts that this earth gives us every day. In every single season there is a gift that this earth is giving to us, but we have to shift into a state of presence and being to be able to access what the earth is offering, and maybe even trying to tell us. We can also become available more to our intuition. We can become available to finding solutions to problems that we've held onto for so long, or we've been facing for so long. And these solutions just kind of present themselves in a very wise way. So availability is very much linked to presence. And when you're thinking about the why do I want to access mindful presence? Think about some of these things that I'm offering to you, some of these gifts that are there, if only we have the courage to turn towards and have the intention to be mindfully present. And that doesn't mean mindfully present in every moment, because sometimes that's difficult, but as mindfully present as we can through the day. We will go in and out of these states: mindfully present, mindless, and unavailable, mindfully present and available. We're going to go in and out of these states, but if mostly you are available and present, there are so many gifts there for all of us. So I hope that helps, and if you have any comments, just comment below, and I'm happy to answer anything or any questions that come up around this topic as well.